So basically, if Martha Stewart and Meghan Markle have a love child would be sitting right next to us.
You know, I got on a horse one day and my life changed and it's never been the same since. So I also do jumping and nobody knew me at the club. They would just all call me the jumper girl. So I wake up, I think about horses. I go to sleep, I think about horses. I dream about horses. It gave me like amazing discipline in life. Just like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that.
What was your burnout and how did it hit you?
I had a oil and gas job, and you know, Texas is like the oil and gas hub. And so that job trained me, but it also drained me. I've even gotten deported from a country before. Yeah, so like
That's bad.
I've had like crazy experiences. And it got to a point where one day like my body just couldn't take it anymore. It's not that like I wanted to stop, it's my body was like, you need to stop this.
Perfect example of burnout. Hi, I'm Uliya Suleman, host of No Mondays. Today we're going to talk about these combinations which go so separate from one another. Just imagine riding ponies in Lahore from Texas. So basically, if Martha Stewart and Meghan Markle have a love child would be sitting right next to us. Hi Samar, how are you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I guess, yeah, you can say I'm the Meghan Markle and Martha Stewart because I do a lot of random things.
Yeah. So I really have to ask you, what makes you not run to the target but to the tack rooms?
Well, I just, you know, I got on a horse one day and my life changed and it's never been the same since. And so I was in America, you know, going down the aisle at Target and I was like, yeah, I'd rather be in Pakistan right now riding horses every single day.
So you are here, riding and learning polo.
Yeah.
Not just riding horses, you're learning polo. You also sew your own clothes, and this beautiful attire is something that you sewed.
Yes.
And designed.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you also have this amazing business, which is a sunglasses business, Something by Samar.
Yes.
So, wow, A. And B, how are you doing all of this?
I have ADHD, so you know where my energy goes, you know, my mind flows, my energy goes, and yeah, I don't know, if just something comes up in my head, I have to do it. Like,
So let's start from the beginning.
okay.
You were born and raised in America,
Yes.
and you came here for what?
I came to Pakistan in 2024.
Okay.
I was like burnt out from my corporate job. I was like losing my mind and I just needed a change. It was actually making me sick. And so my family, my mom and my baby sister lived here in Pakistan. And I had just started like, I always wanted to be a designer since I was a kid. Like I would fail at math, but I'd be drawing dresses on my test. And my teacher was like, one day, when you grow up, I'm gonna come and buy a dress from you. And that always stayed in my head.
Right.
So I was like, you know, I picked up a needle and thread and I started sewing things. Like, hey, I'm good at this. And so I was like,
Oh, you are. I love your dress.
thank you. And so I was like, where's the best place to go and create clothes? Pakistan. And so I just got up, came to Pakistan, and I was supposed to be here for 6 months and go back.
Right.
And then I got on a horse and that just like changed everything.
Right. And you also have your business.
Yes. So I have
Something Summer.
Yes. So Something Summer actually started. I don't like it when people wear the same things as me.
Right.
Like I like to wear something unique, something different. You know, like that saying, she can beat me, but she can't beat my outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Too sassy, but okay.
So that's how I think, you
Right.
know. It's the Libra energy in me.
Yeah.
And so
Same here.
yeah, Libras.
Yeah, we are.
And so I basically made like a pair of glasses out of Swarovski crystals. Like I got a pair of glasses and I started gluing Swarovski crystals on there for this outfit because I love music and I love concerts. So I wanted something unique for this show. and I went to this concert and like
Whose concert was it?
It was Diplo's concert.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm really into like DJs
Yeah,
and DJing.
yeah.
I DJ myself a little bit too. So I go to this concert and you know, like 10, 20 people are coming up to me. They're like, where did you buy those? Where did you buy those? Because like I'm a visual person.
Yeah.
So like I knew that if I use the best crystals, when the lights are flashing off the glasses, it's like, it's an experience. And so from there, I would just tell people like message me on Instagram, and at anywhere I went, people were like, where did you buy those?
Oh, wow.
So it snowballed into a brand. It wasn't planned or anything. It just happened.
I did see Bacha wearing it.
Yeah. So like the one thing I would say about these glasses is, you know, you're going to stand out in the crowd. Like I used to like just walk it backstage and nobody would say anything to me because they thought I was famous, because that's how flashy the glasses are. And so my friend was wearing them. She's front row and Bacha saw her and he was like, and she was like, wear these. And he put them on while he was on stage. And it's happened to me with like a bunch of different celebrities and stuff. So it's just very cool and very natural.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Right. And now you have like a fever of horses. I know I have seen you in the field. We have a common friend who, you know, like lovely guy, such a nice guy, which connected us. I mean, there's so many nice people out there who connect you, right? We used his horses in our shoot. And he like kind of, I mean, there were like 4 horses of his and they were all so beautiful. Nobody touched us. We were doing our thing with the shoot. It was half an hour. It went on for 2.5 hours. There was a show, there was a tournament at the same day, but nobody came to us. So that's how nice he was. Like he went and he went an extra mile to tell everybody, you know, that's my friend, she's shooting and how is that going? And you know, like I hardly see any girls going up the horseback and, you know, and then not just learning how to ride, but playing polo. That's difficult.
I had, well, first of all, yes, I'm so happy that our friend introduced us. Because it's just like so nice meeting you. And
thank you.
And like you're such a boss yourself. And I love driven women. I really do. And so basically I had no interest in getting into polo. Like everybody is like hitting each other with sticks, and I was like, dude, I'm like a princess. I can't do that, you know? And so
of course,
I was like, this is too aggressive. It is. It's a lot. And so I was actually doing show jumping at Lahore Polo Club. So I also do jumping. And nobody knew me at the club. They would just all call me the jumper girl. And I would just come, do my jumping and leave, you know? And so I have these group of friends and they're amazing. Like I'm like their adopted child now, and they're like my family in Lahore, and I'm so happy to have met them. So they grabbed me. They're like, listen, you're a really amazing rider, and you know, we have horses and you ride really well. Like please come and ride our horses. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So then, you know, anytime extra time I would get on the horse, I'd be like, yes, you know? So I started riding horses, and, you know, he was like, please teach my wife how to ride. And I was like, I would love to.
Because, you did?
Yeah, because I love to teach people. And I really love to like empower the girls of Pakistan, because, you know, like I'm from America, so I think differently, I move differently, but like the people here, they're a little bit more timid. So anytime I see anyone have like a little bit of interest, I'm like, yeah, come, I'll teach you. So basically they were like, okay, yeah, you can ride our horses at any time, but just pick up a mallet once and do stick and ball, you know, just for us. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll try it. So I did that. Then we started playing this game called Pakran Pakrai. You know, and I didn't know what Pakran Pakrai was. They're like cat and mouse. I was like, okay, I get like tag, you know? And so we started playing that, and it was making me a better rider. And that's like the most important thing to me, because I want to be like the best rider ever. Oh, you know what they call me at the club, Daler Savar, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a Daler Savar. And so basically I started doing that, and then, I became addicted. Like I can't think about anything else. Like even the fashion designing is like now in the back of my mind because I wake up, I think about horses. I go to sleep, I think about horses. I dream about horses. And so yeah, it's just like
yeah, you're there at 4 a.m. You're there at 5 p.m. I mean, come on.
yeah, I like I will say like my oil and gas job, even though it was like very draining for me.
Yeah.
It gave me like amazing discipline in life. And then horse riding also gave me amazing discipline in life because every day you make like little improvements and like that's such a big achievement in my mind. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And it becomes addicting because you're like proving a point to yourself and you're just trying to become better every day. And so I've now started training for polo. Had no plan of playing polo, but now my goal is to play next season, inshallah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, everyone says I'm a really aggressive rider, and I am. Like, I'm not gonna hold back.
Right.
But I will say, if you're gonna get into horse riding, be prepared to fall because I've fallen many times.
How many times?
Too many to count. During Ramzan, I was fasting and doing all these lessons and teaching little girls too. They would be like, please teach us. And so I'd give them lessons and I was falling every other day. They're like, isko roza itna zor se lag raha hai, har din girti rehti hai. And I was like, yeah. But like the thing is, if you fall, get back up, get back on the horse and keep going. Because if you're gonna stop in that moment, you're gonna quit it all together.
Of course. So how is Pakistan treating you?
It's a learning curve because for the longest time, like I'm very Americanized and I'm very ABCD, American born confused Desi. So I don't know what's going on in Pakistan half the time, but I've made really great friends and they've taught me like everything. And so now that I know how to act in Pakistan, like what is okay, what is not okay, it's been really great. I've been meeting really nice people and I like Pakistan because it's slower paced. In America, it's just like hustle, 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 hustle. You wake up at 4 a.m. and you're ready to go, if you're working hard, there's like 100,000 people working harder than you, so it's just like you're in constant I don't like to say that I'm competing with people, but when you're around all these people who are constantly hustling, constantly in so many different things, like you have that pressure as well. And in Pakistan, it's just like a beautiful country. I love it. Like people don't understand how I live here because I'm the most un-Pakistani girl. I am just so Americanized.
Okay, I'm going to deep dive into the burnout. Okay. So you were the same because I could see it's like a mirror. So I could see what you talked about, having a job which was, paying you really well and you were traveling crazy. So what was your burnout and how did it hit you?
So my job was pretty interesting. I had an oil and gas job and, Texas is like the oil and gas hub. And, my job was like, I would get a text at 4 a.m. saying, wake up right now. And I was not that type of girl, I would sleep in, very just like chill, relaxed. And so that job trained me, but it also drained me. And like I would be sitting in the office at my desk and they'd be like, okay, go home. In 2 hours, you're gonna get on a flight that's like a 24-hour leg and you're gonna fly to like Singapore. Or you're gonna fly to Aruba, or you're gonna fly all these like random places. So basically every weekend I was flying to a new country. And I didn't really have days off, like not even like Christmas or anything. I was working every day, every weekend. It was just like I was hustling hard. But like when you're hustling hard for other people, it doesn't fulfill you. It like you can be making money, you can like have everything sounds perfect. It's like, wow, she has such a great job, she's traveling the world, like gee, I want to be her and all this stuff. But it's like, no, you don't understand. Like I'm sleeping in the airport on the weekends, I'm going to like random places, like random countries, like I've even gotten deported from a country before. Yeah, so like
That's bad.
I've had like crazy experiences. And it got to a point where one day like my body just couldn't take it anymore. It's not that like I wanted to stop, it's my body was like, you need to
That's
stop
a
this.
perfect example of burnout.
Yeah, and so I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, I went to the hospital because I was like very sick.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's your work life like? And I just like gave him a rundown of everything. And he was like, you need to quit your job.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's what's wrong with you. And he's like, I had a friend who was like a lawyer and all this stuff, and he had the same exact symptoms. Nothing's physically wrong with him, but you are drained, you are burned out. And he was like, your circadian rhythm is like all messed up. He was like, you cannot make up sleep. Lost sleep is lost sleep. Like you can't be like, okay, I didn't sleep all night, so I'm gonna sleep for 10 hours the next day. He's like, it doesn't work like that.
That's not gonna work out.
Yeah, he's like, that's not a thing. So he's like, sleep is really important, diet is really important. I was just eating, I was barely eating because I was working so much. I didn't have time to eat. I wouldn't even take a lunch break. I would eat for like 10-15 minutes at my desk while I was working, you know? So it was just constant hustle. I like really distanced myself from a lot of my friends, and I'm like a social butterfly. So it really changed me a lot, like as a person. So there's a lot of pros and cons to this burnout because it gave me a work ethic that I really admire. But I've just taken like the lesson that I learned from that burnout and applied it to things that actually make me happy.
Yeah.
And
these all experiences, they shape you the way you are.
Yeah.
And they also shape you the way you think your next decade is going to be.
Yeah.
So your experiences definitely are going to align with that.
yeah. So when I was like a child, I was extremely unathletic. Like I had no athletic ability. I was very shy, like so shy that like even just talking to someone would like give me a panic attack. Okay. And you know, everybody would say to me like, yeah, she's not good at sports, she's not good at this. And I would just take what everybody said to me and I would take it to my heart. You know, I'm like, yeah, they said I'm not good at it, so I'm not good at it. You know, so I never even tried. But you know, Allah puts something in your mind and your heart, and everyone can tell you whatever they want, but you know what you're meant to do. You have a purpose. Everyone has a purpose. For the longest time in my life, I didn't know what my purpose was. I was like, I'm just here doing like a corporate job, you know, making money, but like I am so much more than that, you know, and everyone is so much more than that. Everyone has a calling.
Yeah.
But if you shut that voice down, you're never gonna find it. You just have to explore it, and everything starts with the first step. You take one step towards your goal, and it's like a snowball effect. Things just start happening, doors start opening, and you're just like, wow, how did this happen? 2 years ago, like I was so unathletic. I didn't know how to ride. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. And you know how they always say like, you know, if you want to learn anything or do anything, do it when you're a kid. Because when you grow up, you're not going to be able to learn.
No, I don't believe that.
I hate that.
Yeah.
That's like the worst saying ever.
Yes.
And I don't know why anybody would say that to a child or somebody young. Like, why would you do that? Encourage people to chase their dreams. And I like, in Pakistan, I see all these girls and they're so smart and they have so much potential and they actually want to do these things. But it's just like society puts them in a cage, you know, like they put them in a box and it's just like, this is what the woman is meant to do. You know, this is what her life is supposed to be. But that is not what life is supposed to be.
Of course.
Okay? So like you have a vision, you have a calling, and whatever it may be, chase it. Like when I'm at the club and I see little girls and they're just like so happy and excited, I pull them to the side and I'm like, okay, so tell me, what are you going to do with horse riding? Are you going to go into polo? Are you going to go into jumping? Are you going to do ride outs? Like, what's your plan, you know? Because I like them to think outside of the box. Like in Pakistan, things are not explained in the way that they are in the US. In the US, everybody's a dream chaser. Everybody is like the American hustle, the American dream. Everybody has been programmed since they were a child that like you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. right? So I feel like people in Pakistan should adapt that too, because how many women are in sports in Pakistan? Not that many, right? Like it's very few. In America, they're everywhere. They're doing everything. So, you will have setbacks. You will have things that upset you and things that will make you want to stop. But you stopping is only going to hurt yourself. It's not going to hurt anyone else. It's not going to hurt them. They're just going to be like, yes, like I got her to do what I wanted her to do. So no matter what the setback is, no matter what the circumstances is, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, give it your all. Put everything 100% into it, and there's no way you're gonna fail. Like, it's not possible. So you need to constantly have positive thinking. People are so negative. Like, they're like, oh, ye nahi kar sakti, wo nahi kar sakti, who does she think she is? Everybody talks this way. But like, just don't give them power. Like, when people say that to me, they're like, some ustad came up to me one day when I was practicing in the wooden cage,
right.
And they were like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be this handicap, and he was like, that's not possible. No Pakistani girl can do that. And the fire in me was like, watch me, bro. And so that, I want every girl to feel that way here. And like, I want people to see my story and be like, dude, if she can do it, the girl who like can't even run a mile, then I can do it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so that's my 2 cents.
It's time for our favorite tea spill.
Okay.
So you have to answer very quickly.
Okay.
Chicken curry or denim?
Denim.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Lahori lassi or Texas sweet tea?
Lahori lassi.
And finally, one No Mondays ritual that you really like.
Untame sunscreen, because I'm out in the sun every single day and I'm getting extremely tan, but it's okay because I have Untame.
Yeah, you do. And finally, the lesson Pakistan taught you.
To find happiness in the small things.
Yeah.
And you can make something positive out of any situation you're in. And
we're pro on that.
Yeah.
Even at the war, I mean, we would come out with the best memes possible.
My mom's like panicking. She's like, war jang ho rahi hai, wapas aa jao. And I'm like, dude, everyone here is like partying. Okay, everybody's having the best time of their life. Nobody is scared.
Yeah, but that's so bad. But yeah, this is how we are.
And that's amazing. Why live in fear?
Yes.
You guys live every day to the fullest, and that's how you should live.
Yeah. And I'm also going to come and learn writing from you very soon.
Yes.